Semi-final of the World Cup 2025 was exciting battle between Koutny playing with white pieces and Esipenko playing with black pieces. My name is Petr Koutný and believe me, this game is wonderful. So Koutny is playing with white, he is rated 27.52 and on the board we have the French defense. Esipenko is rated 26.81 and he's playing the French. Knight c3 is good choice for white. Second interesting choice is to play move e5 and just to play for space advantage. Okay, knight c3 is a good move, and after exchange on e4, black played knight d7. Of course, black has too many options here. Maybe knight f6, bishop e7, c5, knight d7, and I believe that both players are playing a typical French. Anyway, on the right side of the screen, you see the evaluation bar, so in any case, you will have a clear picture who has advantage and who is in big troubles. So knight f3 happened and still the main theory knight f6, exchange and bishop d3, c5. The c5 is a logical move. Why? Because right now white is enjoying space advantage and what is most important, advantage in the center. Let's watch the center. In the center is only one pawn, pawn e4. It's a white pawn, and to make a sense that black has to challenge this pawn, and for this reason black played move c5. That's a good move. Bishop e3 and queen c7. Just to take immediately on d4, I believe knight d4, a6 and maybe short castle, bishop e7 with slight edge for white. This is a good position for white and black has to fight for maybe level game. But let's come back because after bishop e3 the main move here is a queen c7. Anyway, just to take twice on c5 will not give white any sign of advantage. That's absolutely okay for black with no hopes for any chance to believe that white is better, and that's only variation. So let's come back because after queen c7 white played queen e2, a6 and h4. h4 is a double edge move, is a sharp move, and it's a first sign that white is not going to play only for draw. What's the idea? Maybe just to go as far as possible and maybe to bring this rook to game across h or g file. So black played knight d5 attacking this bishop. That's a good to play with two bishops advantage, but at the other side these two bishops are not dangerous and not powerful. Long castle, bishop d1 and king b1. Here maybe it's stronger to play sharper knight g5, but okay, I don't believe that this move is a mistake. Knight e3, that's a clear sign that black believe in his two bishops, and now f6. f6 for me is unclear move, maybe bishop c6, but here is a knight e5, so maybe bishop d6, and here is a danger knight g5, attacking pawn on h7, attacking pawn on f7, and you know, I understand that here black has to be careful, and for this reason played f6 just to stop white's knight to go to e5 or g5. So g4, and now let's watch what's going on. White, I believe in human eyes, has advantage because is more danger. He is first in attack and black has to be careful, and you know, just watch this position, believe that black has to be careful, but long castle anyway, g5 and king b8. That's a safety move and good move. So rook f1. Now bishop c8. Okay, and exchange on f6. c3. Okay. Our evaluation bar will tell us that black's got advantage. And why? Because, I believe in two bishops, and these two bishops has a chance to be powerful in the endgame. And maybe because this position is open, these bishops, in case they are active, they are danger, and looks like black is absolutely fine. Now rook g8, that's a good move because rooks belong to open file. Knight d2 and f5. Do you know what's my feeling here? That white's attack went nowhere, and maybe black is doing well because white was hoping for h4, g4, h5, g5, just somehow to attack black's position, and I am missing this attack. I am missing some counter attack, and black is absolutely fine. He is not under attack. He is not in a danger. He is not under fire, and maybe he is even playing position with slight advantage. Knight b3, okay, rook g4, that's active and danger move, attacking this pawn and maybe attacking this pawn, maybe bishop h6 and rook g8, maybe queen g3. And black's position looks to me like, hey, black's position is quite good. h5, of course, white is hoping to save this pawn and rook h4. Again, this pawn is under attack and white has to be careful just not to lose a pawn for nothing. So knight c5, okay. So black lost two bishops advantage, but anyway, rook h4. Just to take this pawn immediately, it's a mistake because here is a queen h5. That makes sense. So rook h3 is good. Exchange this rook doesn't make sense because this pawn is going to be weak pawn in the endgame and this pawn should be under attack. I don't believe that this pawn is lost, but why? Why to exchange this rook? And rook h3 is a good move because anyway, this pawn is under attack. So rook d4 makes sense and rook g8. As I told you, rooks belong to open file, and still, just imagine this game is a semi-final of the World Cup, and that's quite interesting game, but it's not over. You will see something more exciting really soon. So e4, okay, this pawn is a weak pawn, so why not to exchange this pawn, take, and now queen h5. So here white lost a pawn, but he's going to play amazing move bishop h6. What is amazing here? Because just take this bishop, here is a check, and here is a check, and here is a checkmate. So that's a wonderful piece sacrifice on a6, and that sounds like, oh, that's a good move. Black has to be careful. One more time, just to take, here is a check. I should go here. So here is a check, and nothing else than a lost position for black. So bishop a6 is a wonderful move, and after move e5, rook d8, exchange, and here queen a4, take, check, and that's a draw because black's king has no chance to escape from the checks. I think that bishop a6 was a wonderful move, even leading to a draw, but anyway, that's a semi-final of the World Cup and good game. What do you think about this game? I hope that you enjoyed. You saw something exciting, and if yes, just feel free and press like or press follow and made my day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.